ain't snitching on nobody from Harlem, man. I give you a couple cats down in D.C. doing their thing, out of town doing their thing, but I'm not snitching on nobody in Harlem, cause when I come home, I'm still gonna be the king.
What's poppin', YouTube? I'm Mad Facts, and welcome back to Facts Media News. If you like the content you see on this channel, make sure you hit that like button, the subscribe button, the notification button, so you'll get notified whenever I drop another video. Alpo. Albert Martinez, I should say. Shit, man. Let's get into it. So, we all came up, of course, on the movie Paid in Full. We came up on, I remember coming up through Hood Stars TV. Shout out to Hood Star. They had the Duncan Hines story. They had Game Over, which is one of my favorite documentaries. If you ain't seen the Game Over documentary, make sure you check that out. You can even find that on YouTube. So, yeah. So, we as a youth, my generation came up in this era. We was like skipping school and shit. No, wait, I was out of school by the time Paid in Full came out. That movie played a big part of our lives. Put it that way. Niggas was hustling in the early 2000s, inspired by Paid in Full. Niggas was also inspired by Killer Season. Niggas was also inspired by State Property. Anything that was motivational for us to get money and get you to be assertive and aggressive, to get what you wanted and get you where you had to go in life. That's the thing that we looked up to. These are people that we valued as our heroes. Alpo was one of them heroes to a lot of us. At the same time, Alpo was scum, maybe to more of us than scum. You got to think, in Ohio, we don't really got no type of connection to the street politics of New York, especially at that point in time, because it's before all of our time, when everything took place and everything transpired that got Alpo put away for the 20 plus years or whatever. So, yeah, man, it's like, man, it's crazy. Like, when you're younger, you watching these movies or whatever, the documentaries and shit, you see the confession of him killing Rich, and you sit and think like, damn, bro, how old we about to be when Alpo get out? Is Alpo gonna get out? Alpo has been a free man since, 2015. It's also came out that he was supposed to be a part of the witness protection program, which he didn't follow, because at the murder scene where he was murdered, there were multiple IDs found on him from different places. So he wasn't even supposed to be in Harlem, obviously, in New York at all. But he made it hard for the law, for the government and everybody to keep tabs on him, to keep up with him. He made sure that he made that a problem. He wasn't very accessible. Alpo came out on the same shit. You called him a rat. He was running up on niggas and making them, shake his hand and take a picture with him on Instagram for calling him a rat. He still had the same aggression. And at the same time, Poe still had a lot to prove. I think his ego was damaged. He had dents in his armor for the fact that he did cooperate with the feds or whatever that took down a lot of motherfuckers. And you know what I mean? And he cooperated in order to lessen his time. So, man, I'm going on a tangent here. It's just a lot going on. It's like, so he put himself in a lot of, in different circumstances that he shouldn't have. Instead of coming out being under the radar, he made himself very known. He made his presence very known. And some people loved him for that. And some people, hated him for it. Rich and them family, I'm sure Pat and them, they cool right now. I heard through different sources that the Porter family actually threw a celebration when the news broke about Poe being killed. It said he was leaving a Halloween party, which pictures did resurface of him at the party, and he tried to lay low behind a mask. Usually Alpo was a motherfucker running around vested up, gripped up, but it just so happened on Halloween Eve he wasn't, and they caught that nigga slipping. So all in all, it's still like a fallen hero. It's a part in history that's 100% closed now. You know what I'm saying? You heard rumors and stories about Cam and Dame getting back together to do part 2 of the Paid in Full shit. This would be the perfect time to do it, because now we really know how the story ends. It's game over for real this time, baby. It's a wrap. Shouts out to AZ, the last man standing out of the three. So let's get into the conspiracy shit of this whole fucking dilemma. It's like some people are saying that the hit seemed professional, like the glass didn't shatter when he got shot. If you look at the pictures in the video or whatever, matter of fact, I'll throw them up here. You'll see that the glass never shattered. It's like it looked like professionally done. They saying wasn't no young hitter, wasn't no driller from the street that ran up and did that shit. It was too neat. It was a clean ass hit. It's also reported that Poe was throwing drugs out the car in the middle, not in the middle, after he was hit. He was attempting to drive himself to the police station, they say. And that's when he crashed into other cars and shit. When he subdued to his injuries, he was hit in the chest. From the sources I got, from the information that I received so far, he was hit in the chest. So basically, Poe got back out on the same shit, and he was, he was picking up where we left off. And I heard somebody say, like, I think, Poe was really inspired when he saw that shit with Cam talking about when he get out, he gonna be king, as you seen in the beginning of the video. I think that definitely could have played a big part too. I think he wanted to come back and still have that same type of presence, still had that same type of notoriety that he had before he went in. I think he came back still seeking that same verification from the streets, that he was still outside, not scared, still riding down, fresh as fuck, still riding down, popping willies like Cameron on Paid in Full and shit. Like, he made it a point to still be seen. Like, yeah, nigga, I'm still around, was popping. And if you called him a rat, Poe was still running up on niggas. All in all, it's still a lesson to be learned, though, man. It's all karma. I'm not justifying the fact that we looked up to these type of people or the things they did. Not saying it was right. Not saying it was, you know what I mean? It was that we condone it. But all in all, though, karma is karma, man. And it's like you can't get away with some dirt. After all the niggas he done murked, all the lives he done took, all the families he affected, even the niggas he snitched on, there were consequences and repercussions to his actions. As there will be to all of our actions, whether positive or negative. Hopefully positively, so they come back in a positive manner. Shit, man. Karma got that bitch got everybody's address, man. You'll just never know when she gonna come knocking. Again, another street legend. Despite what you thought about him, he put a stamp in the game. He did shit that nobody else was doing, and people emulate the shit that rappers talk about. You know what I mean? People who take roles in movies, for certain roles, I'm sure, are inspired by that type of energy. Faison Love, shouts out to Faison Love, aka Big Worm from Friday. He had a very close relationship with Poe. You know what I mean? People who was real sentimental to him, they get a different outlook versus what we just know about the grimy and the dirty shit he did and the fucked up shit he did to people that affected people's lives. It's kind of like finding out Batman died. Your whole life you hear about this Batman character. You see different versions of him and shit. You see different people playing him. And then you finally find out, like, damn, you know that Batman shit over, right? You know, ain't gonna be no more Batman shit. That's kind of how I probably feel for a lot of motherfuckers in the community. It's like, damn, we always wonder how this story was going in. Now we got the ending to the story. Game over for real, my niggas. I'm sure Azana has some, he'll have some type of response to this or whatever. Or maybe he won't. He done did him dirty too, you know what I mean? Of course, they've exchanged dialogue throughout the years, but I don't think everything was all peachy with AZ and Poe. Shit, man. All in all, man, the lesson is, man, watch what the fuck you do. The shit you do in the dark gonna come into the light. And half the time when you think you slick and you think everything cool and shit peachy, it probably ain't, because there's always niggas watching. Always, man. He was 55. Came home, 2015? He got to live a few years of freedom, and now he gone. If Poe would have followed his guidelines and the precautions that he had as far as witness protection, would Poe be alive today? Maybe. Had Poe not have went to that Halloween party the other night, would Poe be alive today? Maybe. But for how long? Whatever you do will always come back. I'm still paying for shit I did when I was a young nigga. The shit you do always come back on you. Ain't no getting off. Ain't no I got away with that. Everything always come back to you. And that's even to the niggas talking shit now, because, hey, niggas wasn't talking shit when Poe was alive. Now he dead. Now everybody got something to say. Now everybody got his name in their mouth, right? But he was still slapping niggas up for calling him a rat or a snitch. Nobody had nothing to say. I'm mad facts, man. That's all I got for this shit, bro. This shit crazy. I'm mad facts, man. That's all I got for this one. As normal, man. Make sure y'all stay focused, positive, and productive. Peace.